Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, today we're talking about wastewater in particular. It's a more fascinating subject than you might think. It encompasses more about your life than you might think too. And with us now is Jim Herberg. He's the Director of Engineering for the Orange County Sanitation District. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Now, what does the Orange County Sanitation District do?
We're responsible for collecting and treating the wastewater from 2.5 million people in central and northern Orange County every day. We have to operate 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and take care of that wastewater so that you don't even have to think about it.
Thousands and thousands of people flushing their toilet every day, not giving it a second thought.
Right. If we do our job right, you won't even know we're here.
Where does it all go?
The wastewater that we collect and treat goes two places. It's either treated and discharged 5 miles off the coast of Orange County into the ocean, and some of our wastewater, and more of our wastewater now, is recycled by the Orange County Water District for reuse.
For reuse for irrigation or for drinking?
For both. For irrigation, there's a project that provides irrigation water for golf courses, parks, and things like that. There's also a project called the Groundwater Replenishment System, which started up in January, which is providing enough water for 500,000 people. And that water is highly purified water, which undergoes reverse osmosis treatment, and is sent up to Anaheim and then percolated into the groundwater basin, or it's injected into the ground in the Fountain Valley area, where it pushes the seawater out towards the ocean and keeps that salt water from intruding in and contaminating the groundwater wells in Orange County.
Wow. Personally for you, tap water or bottled water?
Tap water.
Tap water's okay. This reverse osmosis, you feel confident enough to drink healthfully every day?
My family and I drink tap water.
Okay. Capital improvement's a big, important issue when it comes to the Orange County Sanitation District, because we know that a lot of our infrastructure is aging, and we want, of course, this waste flowing and treatment to work effectively all the time.
Yes, it is. We have over $2.5 billion worth of capital improvements that in a 20-year cycle between 2002 and 2022. This year we'll spend over $300 million in capital improvements, which ranges from sewer system upgrades and rehabilitation to expanding our treatment plant to a higher level of treatment.
Mm-hmm. Some of what you do is raise awareness, some of like what you're doing right now, raise awareness that really everything that goes into those down the gutter, down the drain, goes out into the ocean. You want people to be aware of that.
Yes, the drain is not a dump. There are certain things that belong in the sewer and certain things that belong in the trash or other places.
Mm-hmm. So what kinds of things do people need to keep in mind when they're going about their daily business?
Well, some of the things that we talk about, the number one issue right now, I think, is fats, oils, and greases. You don't want to dump your waste grease down the drain. That is responsible for the majority of the sewer spills in Orange County. Is actually grease clogs. The grease travels down the sewer, and eventually, just like an artery, it can clog up and cause sewer spills. So grease is one thing that does not belong down the drain.
Mm-hmm. And all of those styrofoam cups and packaging and all that stuff always ends up, out into the ocean. Yes. We heard studies recently that a whole lot of pharmaceuticals end up still in some drinking water supplies because they're not able to break down enough. How is Orange County's water supply that has been treated through the Orange County Sanitation District in that regard?
Well, this is an emerging issue, and with the more sophisticated testing technology that exists now, they're actually finding concentrations of pharmaceuticals in wastewater. It's something that's emerging, and we're just beginning to do the testing, but we have a program right now where we are educating people not to dump their pharmaceuticals, their old pills that they don't use, their old prescriptions, not to dump them down the drain or flush them down the toilet, but to take them back to the pharmacy or put them in the trash.
Well, I wonder also, though, about the amount of pharmaceuticals that go through our systems and out into the sewage treatment facilities that aren't metabolized and therefore go into that supply.
That's an issue as well that we're learning a lot about right now. The wastewater treatment systems that we employ, which is it's known as, not to get too technical, primary and secondary treatment, actually do remove a great deal of the pharmaceuticals, but not all of them. So the concern about trying to minimize the amount that gets in the system is one way of attacking it. Our treatment is another way of attacking it. And of course, with something like the groundwater replenishment system, with reverse osmosis, that really removes all of it.
All right. Thank you very much, Jim Herberg. And thank you. We're CNN Headline News right after this.